I wanted to have a follow-up video. I've had a number of questions since my last video about these known Vietnam Special Forces watches, with people asking questions, and I thought instead of answering everybody with the same information, I'd go ahead and just make another video, a better video, so they had more data. Also, I wanted to add a caveat. The things that I know are things that other collectors have told me, researchers who know more than I do. And a lot of what we know is based on observation. The Vietnam watches, only two of these really are known for sure to have been issued, these two models. But there was a range of other ones that were used by special forces that weren't official. This model here, we have first-hand accounts of people buying them, people in special operations buying them in country and using them. So while this isn't official, this is the one of all of the range of them, the non-official ones, that is considered not quite issued, but quasi-official. Let me put it that way. It wasn't until '68 that the Special Operations Group, the MACV people, ordered these things in bulk. So people wanted to know the model numbers. So this is a 1967 6619 8060. This belongs to my buddy Sean, who lives down in Texas. I just finished servicing this watch. This watch is all stainless steel with a snap-on caseback, an automatic 6619 21 jewel movement. Three of the jewels are underneath the date wheel. So that's kind of one of their sneaky ways to raise the jewel count, but they're nice. They're nice movements. But it's all stainless steel with a snap-on caseback. There that is. Then this one, the early 6619 8100. This one is unusual in that for some reason Seiko went back to a base metal case. You can see it there as it wears through, and this is typical for these. This is what they look like. That one's mine. It's from 1968. And then there's this one, the super rare one. And by the way, speaking of the super rare one, since I put up my last video, and I said that me personally, I only knew of two of these, though that doesn't really mean anything. There could be 100,000 of these things sitting in thrift stores across the country. It's just that I don't know about them. But a third, I only said that I knew of two. This one in the UK. Well, a third one has surfaced. Another friend of mine, Brian, out in California, he found a third one. He found it badly listed. He found it on eBay, and his is with a bracelet, a period bracelet that we don't think is correct to that model. Somebody might have just popped it on there, but a third one has surfaced. So 1967 6619 8060, 1968 6619 8100, 1970 7005 8030. I also, because I was thinking about making this video, I wanted to show you guys this. The thinking on these is that this is the first one really that had this style that the guys were making a point of going out and buying themselves and using. So when the bulk order went in to get more from Seiko for re-up, by the time that bulk order went in, the 6619s had been discontinued, and these two movement families had come into being. This one especially was kind of their big main deal. So there's that dial again, and they replicated the dial. And so that when they went in 1970, this is just a theory, Seiko went and they recreated this dial custom for this watch, for these models that were specifically requested for Special Operations Group. I dug through my stuff. This is the civilian version of this watch. It's identical in every single way except the dial. So the dial appears to be a custom thing. The only other thing that's different, this is 7005 8030. This one is a 7005 8032. Normally this last digit on these model numbers, typically, for the most part, that talks about area of geographic distribution. Like 0 and 1 are going to be like Southeast. 0 is typically Japan, or like, I don't know. It can also be like Southeast Asia. 1 is kind of the same thing as like Southeast Asia, Pacific Rim kind of areas. 2 is typically going to be like Australia. 5 is North America. 7 I see in some different places, but often North America. 9 is specifically North America, I believe. So 2, 0, this is 0, and this is 2. But that's the only difference. Other than that, they're exactly the same. It's the same case, dial, crystal, movement, hands, everything. The only thing that's different is the dial. So there we go. I think, to me, that lends some credence to the idea that Seiko took an existing model and retrofitted it with a custom dial just for the Special Operations Group. That's just a theory. I have nothing to back that up. I'm just thinking out loud, but that's my theory. So that's what the civilian version looks like that you could go down and buy and strap on. That's the military version. Anyway, I just want to follow up and show that off. Isn't that interesting? Someday we'll find out more about this stuff, I'm sure. Okay, bye-bye.